Ted told us those clouds would make way for the sun, and that's just what's happening.
Yeah, things finally clearing off. We'll tack on another couple of degrees, but that's about it. The sun trying to work its magic and warm things up, but we do have some slightly colder air blowing into the area behind a cold front that generated these clouds and has produced a couple of rather chilly wind gusts over the course of the morning. But watch the slow evolution of that clearing as we look outside. Time lapse from this morning with our Lewiston Auto camera. Here's a look from Lake City, even sunnier there, on our way to the mid-30s right now, just barely in the 30s at this point, maybe melting a little more of that ice there on Lake Pepin right now. Temperatures mainly just at the cusp of reaching into the freezing range. Rochester 30 degrees right now, Austin 32. It's 30 in Charles City, 36, a little warmer in Winona. Right now in Rochester it's 30. It feels like 21. Air pressure is falling, 29.82 inches of mercury. Skies clearing. We have another piece of energy to our north that's going to be working its way into the region, kind of giving us a glancing blow of some cloud cover again later tonight with another storm system coming in from the west. That's going to continue to draw in some warmth, so we'll have some balmier weather in the coming days. In fact, getting closer to 40 tomorrow, even with some slightly unsettled weather in the region. Right now it's 30 in Rochester, Des Moines 35. The cold front that swept through the area yesterday, ahead of it, you see it's upper 40s in Detroit, 50 in Indianapolis, but we're settling for something a little more seasonable now, low 30s. Keeping in mind that 34 is today's seasonal average for high temperatures on this second day of March. Cool sunshine today, a brisk breeze keeps the wind chill in the 20s, at least a reduced wind from where we were earlier this morning, not quite as harsh and blustery. But we're going to have some windier days ahead, believe me. We have some warmer days and also some chilly days with those winds in the coming days, but that's March. I think it's known for that type of thing. Midweek showers possible, some tomorrow night, a few more on Thursday, and then the weekend looking balmy with a shot at maybe hitting 50. We'll have some sun this afternoon, not 50, but maybe just above the freezing mark, 34. Again, that's typical for this time of the year. Sunset 6:01, the first time this year we have sunset past the 6 o'clock hour, or into the 6 o'clock hour anyway, past 6 o'clock. Looking at futurecast, steady southwest breeze pulling in some warmth. The temperatures drop a little bit and then begin to climb later tonight. We'll be in the 30s by tomorrow morning as that warm front moves on through. Tomorrow, some sunshine through much of the day, kind of a windy day though, winds at times 30 miles per hour. And then as the system kind of grazes us to the north, we're looking at some more energy coming in on the backside of that area of low pressure. Maybe a couple of very light snow showers after about 8 o'clock in the evening, especially from Albert Lee, Mason City down toward Charles City and Northwood. Maybe as much as maybe a quarter to half an inch of snow that'll mix with rain at times. Tomorrow evening, still in the 30s. And then behind that system, lighter breeze, more sun on Wednesday. Temperatures still close to 40 degrees. And another system yet brings a chance of rain by Thursday as it also pulls in some of that warmth again. So keeping things rather mild, even though slightly unsettled weather is ahead for the next couple of days. And here's what we're expecting for snowfall at this point for tomorrow evening. And it looks like just a minor coating from Northwood down to Mason City and Joyce and down toward Kanawha and Charles City and Nashua. Those spots looking at maybe a quarter to half an inch at most, I think, out of the situation tomorrow evening. And then we'll melt it all because we have some milder days ahead. Maybe a little rain again Thursday with a couple of snowflakes mixed again, and mainly rain late Sunday. Most of the weekend actually looks pretty warm. And the 6 to 10 day outlook, I should say, for the 7th through 10th of March, way warmer than average probability with temperatures. So that does look like that is a strong possibility. Average first day of 50 degrees in Rochester, March 10th, and we're expecting that potentially on the 8th, this Sunday. Last year, it was the 28th, so maybe a little bit ahead of schedule for us here this week. Well, I keep our fingers crossed. We'll certainly be close if we don't get there, but very close to it otherwise. Temperatures at 40s more often than not than the 30s, which would be more seasonable. So it does look like a rather warm spell for the most part, certainly for March standards in the next week. 39 in Winona today, 36 in Austin, Zumbrota 35 with some sunshine and a slight westerly breeze. Saratoga 33. Here in Rochester, west winds up to 10 miles per hour, 34 the expected high. Tonight 25, and temperatures actually getting a little bit warmer later in the night with breezier southwest winds kicking in. And then tomorrow, windy day, west winds up to 30 miles per hour. A little bit of rain, snow mixture by evening. Here in Rochester, no snow expected, but southward maybe minor coating. And then looking at the weekend, Jess, we spring ahead and we jump right into spring-like weather, at least for a couple of days.
Yeah, looking forward to that. Thank you, Ted. Just ahead, you're invited to enjoy a night